As the video played, Zara learned that Jamal and Nia weren't plotting to rob a bank or steal a rare artifact. Oh no, they had something else in mind. They were planning to blackmail Zara herself. But why? What could Zara possibly have that was so scandalous it needed its own theme music? Once upon a time in the bustling city of Dakar, there lived a woman named Zara. Now, let me tell you about Zara. She was like a walking ball of energy with a sprinkle of sass. Imagine sunshine in human form, and that was Zara. She could brighten up a room faster than a cat video could make you forget your troubles. Zara lived in a cozy apartment that was more like a tropical paradise. The walls were the color of a mango smoothie, and she had plants everywhere, as if the Amazon rainforest decided to take a vacation in her living room. You couldn't help but feel like you stumbled into a botanical garden whenever you visited Zara's place. Now, let's talk about the guy lucky enough to call Zara his better half, Jamal. He was your typical guy, trying to figure out the complexities of life, like why socks disappear in the laundry or how to fold a fitted sheet. Jamal and Zara were the Bonnie and Clyde of love, or so Zara thought. One sunny day, as Zara was sipping on her pineapple-infused tea and admiring her potted fan named Fanny, she received a mysterious package. It wasn't the usual delivery of exotic fruits or the latest fashion magazine. No, it was a box with a bow, and inside it was not a cute kitten, but a USB drive. Yes, a USB drive, the kind that you wouldn't expect to be the bearer of good news. Curiosity didn't just kill the cat, it also sent Zara on a wild goose chase. She plugged in the USB drive and found a video not of cute puppies playing, but of her husband Jamal and a mysterious woman named Nia. Now, this wasn't some romantic vacation video with Jamal teaching Nia how to dance the cha-cha. No, it was more of a covert operation, and the mood was anything but festive. In the video, Jamal and Nia looked like they were planning the heist of the century. Zara's jaw dropped so low it could have reached the earth's core. She had her very own soap opera unfolding on her laptop screen, and she wasn't even on Netflix. As the video played, Zara learned that Jamal and Nia weren't plotting to rob a bank or steal a rare artifact. Oh no, they had something else in mind. They were planning to blackmail Zara herself. But why? What could Zara possibly have that was so scandalous it needed its own theme music? Our dear Zara, being the vivacious and slightly dramatic character she was, decided to confront Jamal and Nia. She didn't grab a pitchfork or a boxing glove. Instead, she armed herself with a bouquet of roses and a pair of sunglasses. After all, if she was going to confront her husband and his mysterious sidekick, she might as well do it in style. Little did Zara know, this unexpected twist in her life was about to set the stage for a romance so enchanting, even the most seasoned writers would blush at the plot. And so, with roses in hand and determination in her heart, Zara marched towards the impending showdown. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to be the first to experience the thrill of our next story. Share with fellow adventure seekers and let's keep the excitement going. As Zara geared up for her confrontation, Jamal and Nia were in the midst of their secret scheming sessions. Jamal, with his furrowed brow and a perpetual look of confusion, was trying to be the brains of the operation. Meanwhile, Nia, the mysterious side chick, sported an impressive collection of sunglasses, as if the shady accessories would add an air of sophistication to their suspicious dealings. Their war room, which was just Jamal's cluttered man cave, echoed with the sounds of overplayed spy music and the occasional bickering over who forgot to pick up the dry cleaning. It was less James Bond and more a sitcom with bad actors trying to pull off a serious role. In between sips of lukewarm coffee, Jamal and Nia debated the best way to present their demands to Zara. Should they write a letter in dramatic calligraphy? Or maybe send a carrier pigeon with an ominous message? As the days passed, Zara, unaware of their Keystone Cops Act, prepared herself for the grand showdown. She rehearsed her lines in front of the bathroom mirror, trying to strike the perfect balance between grace and sass. The bouquet of roses had become her unofficial sidekick, accompanying her everywhere like a floral security blanket. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. Zara, dressed in her most fabulous outfit, strutted into the living room where Jamal and Nia were anxiously awaiting her. She gave them a theatrical look, part disbelief and part amusement. The absurdity of the situation hit her like a punchline in a sitcom. "Jamal, Nia, my dynamic duo of chaos," Zara said, raising an eyebrow. "What's the grand plan here? Are we shooting a low-budget spy movie, or did you just discover the art of television soap opera drama?" Jamal stammered, attempting to conjure up an explanation that made sense. Nia, adjusting her sunglasses as if she were a secret agent under deep cover, tried to strike a pose that screamed, "I'm too cool for consequences." However, Zara didn't lose her cool. Instead, she decided to face the challenge with unexpected grace. She didn't throw the roses dramatically or break into an emotional outburst. Instead, she looked at them with a mix of empathy and determination. "Look, we can either turn this into a bad soap opera, or we can have an honest conversation. Your choice," Zara declared, her tone surprisingly calm. The room fell silent as Jamal and Nia exchanged awkward glances. It seemed that the tables had turned, and the unexpected leading lady was ready to rewrite the script. Little did they know that Zara's graceful approach was about to expose the unholy alliance of Jamal and Nia in ways they never anticipated. The absurdity of their plot was about to collide with the unexpected strength of Zara's character, setting the stage for a comedy of errors that would keep everyone on their toes. As the dust settled in the room, Zara, Jamal, and Nia stood in a strange kind of standoff. Zara's unexpected grace hung in the air like the scent of fresh flowers, and it seemed to have thrown off Jamal and Nia's game plan. What was meant to be a confrontation turned into a moment of contemplation. In the midst of this peculiar scenario, Zara's eyes caught sight of a dusty old box tucked away in a forgotten corner. It was filled with remnants of their shared history, letters, photos, and a mixtape that screamed 90s romance. Zara, feeling a surge of nostalgia, opened the box and discovered a love letter from Jamal, written ages ago. The letter spoke of their early days, back when they were two young lovebirds discovering the world together. It was a reminder of the genuine love they had shared, a love that seemed to have gotten lost in the chaos of their recent escapades. Well, what do we have here?" Zara smirked, holding up the crinkled love letter. "Jamal, care to explain why you went from sweet nothings to covert operations?" Jamal, caught off guard by this unexpected turn of events, scratched his head nervously. "Zara, I didn't think you'd find that. It's just, things got complicated, and I thought I could fix them in a weird, misguided way." As Zara and Jamal delved into a conversation about their past, it was as if they had stepped into a time machine. Laughter echoed as they reminisced about their silly inside jokes, the spontaneous road trips, and the pizza nights with extra cheese. The love letter, once a piece of evidence in their peculiar drama, became a catalyst for rediscovering the emotions they had buried under layers of misunderstandings. Meanwhile, Nia, the sunglasses-wearing accomplice, observed this unexpected reunion with a mix of surprise and reflection. She had signed up for a scandalous drama but found herself witnessing a genuine connection unfold before her eyes. As the trio navigated through the memory of their shared history, Nia couldn't help but have second thoughts about the malicious plan she had signed up for. The genuine bond between Zara and Jamal was like a force of nature, dismantling the flimsy foundation of their ill-conceived plot. With the love letter acting as a catalyst, Zara and Jamal found themselves at a crossroads. Rather than succumbing to the shadows of the past, they decided to confront the challenges in their marriage head-on, armed with a mix of nostalgia and newfound determination. As they embarked on this journey of rediscovery, the waters were murky with uncertainty. Trust needed rebuilding, and navigating the rapids of emotions was no easy feat. It was like they were on a tandem canoe, and every paddle stroke had the potential to either steady the boat or send them tumbling into the metaphorical river of relationship turmoil. The awkwardness hung thick in the air. Zara and Jamal attempting a trust fall in their living room, only to crash into a coffee table because they misjudged the distance. It was like a scene from a romantic comedy, with each moment filled with the kind of humor that only real-life awkwardness could provide. One day, as they were attempting to assemble a bookshelf together because nothing says relationship test like DIY furniture, Nia, still lacking in the shadows of the drama she had inadvertently caused, decided to join the chaos. She traded her sunglasses for a toolkit and, in a surprising turn of events, became the unlikely mediator in their unconventional therapy session. Zara, always armed with wit sharper than a chef's knife, played a crucial role in diffusing tension. When a stubborn screw refused to cooperate, she quipped, "Well, at least our relationship isn't as stuck as this darn screw." Laughter erupted, breaking the ice that had formed around the trio. In the midst of this odd camaraderie, Zara and Jamal discovered that rebuilding trust wasn't a linear process. It was more like a game of chutes and ladders, with occasional slips and unexpected climbs. Yet, through it all, they found that humor became the glue holding the fragments of their relationship together. As they navigated these uncharted waters, Zara's resilience and Jamal's willingness to change became the wind in their sails. They weren't just fixing a broken bookshelf, they were reshaping the narrative of their marriage. It was messy, chaotic, and often downright ridiculous, but it was theirs. Nia, once the unintentional saboteur, transformed into an unexpected ally. She became the voice of reason, offering insights that even the most experienced relationship counselors might envy. The trio, with their quirks and differences, formed an alliance against the storm that had threatened to tear them apart. And so, amidst the laughter, the awkward trust falls, and the ongoing bookshelf saga, Zara, Jamal, and Nia embarked on a journey that would redefine their relationships, proving that sometimes the most enchanting paths are the ones you least expect. As Zara, Jamal, and Nia sailed through the uncharted waters of their intertwined lives, they found themselves caught in a web of emotions they hadn't anticipated. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in hues of pink and orange, the trio gathered in Zara's tropical paradise of an apartment. The remnants of their peculiar drama lingered like the last notes of a song, and it was time to address the root cause of the blackmail attempt. Seated around a makeshift campfire made of scented candles, because who needs a real campfire when you have ambience? They delved into the heart of the matter. It turned out that the entire plot had been based on a colossal misunderstanding. Jamal, with a sheepish grin, admitted, "I thought you were hiding something from me, Zara. I got paranoid, and Nia here just happened to be around when I needed someone to vent to. We concocted this crazy plan without realizing the truth." Nia, adjusting her toolkit as if it held the answers to the universe, chimed in, "Yeah, I didn't sign up for this drama. I thought it was some secret mission, but turns out, it was just a mess. I'm sorry, Zara." Zara, ever the beacon of wit and resilience, looked at them with a mix of amusement and affection. "Well, congratulations, you two. You managed to turn my life into a romantic comedy without even trying." As they peeled away the layers of confusion, they discovered that love, forgiveness, and understanding held the power to conquer even the most twisted circumstances. Love, as it turned out, was the ultimate victor in this peculiar tale. The stage was set for a new beginning, and as they watched the flickering candle flames dance in the dimly lit room, Zara, Jamal, and Nia realized that their story, though unconventional, was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of love. That's a wrap. If you're hungry for more intriguing stories, check out our next video. Click here.